It's a pleasure to be inside Dana White's office, the president of the UFC. Thanks so much, Dana. I know how busy you are, but at least for having us in here, it's very cool to start with. But I know crazy week, so thank you for having us in here.
No, pleasure. Thank you.
So is this where it all goes down? I mean, are you an office guy? Do you get a lot done in here, or are you roaming around and on the phone and doing other things?
No, I'm in the office a lot. I'm not a traditional office guy. I don't have a desk or anything like that. I have a computer that I haven't looked at in 3 months, 4 months, maybe more. So I'm more into talking and whether it's on the phone or face to face.
Could you survive 3 days in corporate America, do you think?
No, I couldn't survive 30 minutes.
It'd be a good show, though, wouldn't it? To see who ends up flying out a window or something?
Yeah, no, I could never do it. I've never been that type of guy. Even meetings, Lorenzo sits through most of the meetings and then downloads me on what's going on.
Yeah, it takes different personalities to do what you guys do, but it is cool. I mean, you can't help but come in here. I bet everybody comes in here. It's almost like a museum or a lot of personal artifacts. And I mean, where does it all come from?
Well, a lot of the stuff in here is personal stuff that I'm into, art and, all the awards that I've won are over there. But throughout the rest of the office is all historical, UFC stuff.
And just how important is it for you guys to be in Vegas? Just with your personality, with the way this game is, and the fact that you can have a lot of your showcase fights here. I mean, is this maybe the best or only place to be headquartered?
Yeah, it all worked out. We're a fight company and we're in the fight capital of the world. Just so happens we live here and grew up here, but yeah, this is where we have to be. Believe me, there's times when I wouldn't mind being in Southern California in an office down there, but Vegas is the fight capital of the world.
You got a lot of, fighters, toughest dudes in the world. You probably have to give a few of them some bad news in this office every now and then. It probably helps to set the tone. They don't mess with you, right? We got that is cool. How do you even describe that?
This is probably the most testosterone-filled office on earth, probably. Yeah, that's a gun that's taped up in dollar bills, and basically what this piece of art represents is literally on the other side on that clip. Those are all real drugs in there. There's cocaine, black tar heroin, and a bunch of other actual legit drugs that are in the clip over there. And it basically, it represents what war is really all about and what happens as a result of war. It's all about money. And then, what happens to the soldiers who go over and fight, most of them become addicted to drugs or end up, messed up somehow. So it's pretty cool what this piece of art represents.
Yeah, and you can also see the violence of it. I mean, there's actually a blade at the other end, and that is war as well.
Absolutely. Yep, burn marks all over it, and it's just I see certain pieces of art that I really like and that I connect with somehow.
I went into my dry cleaners the other day, and they had their first dollar bill just in a little frame. This is definitely unique. Yeah, definitely cool.
It's different. You don't see that too often.
Do you get people and fans, because UFC fans are so maniacal, they're so loyal, are they constantly sending you stuff?
Oh yeah, every day. My secretary, half of her job is not only stuff being sent to me by fans, but other guys who are starting businesses that want me to look at their product or try it, or it's crazy the amount of stuff we get in a day.
Yeah, it's probably like a little mini Shark Tank in here. People want you to invest in things. They want you to showcase their product at a fight or something.
Right before I walked in here, I got a text from somebody that wants me to take a look at this new organic peanut butter. Hey. Stuff as crazy as that. It's not just fight T-shirts or whatever. It's always something.
How about, do you have favorite fighters? You had guys that helped lay the foundation for this sport.
Right.
Are they a little closer to your heart, or do you have guys that you attach yourself more to?
Yeah, obviously there's going to be people that you like more than others, and there's going to be guys that you don't like at all. You're not going to connect with everybody. We have over 500 guys under contract and have had thousands throughout the years. You're not going to connect with everybody, but it doesn't mean they can't fight here and work here.
One of the cool things, obviously, about your success is the spoils that come along with it. The affluent lifestyle, that's what our magazine is all about. What are some of your favorite toys? When you made that first million or that first 10 million, did you have something in mind that you had to have?
Yeah, ever since I was a kid, I always wanted a Ferrari. Ferrari was always my dream car. So I bought my first Ferrari probably, 10 or 11 years ago. And then and I've had a few since then. Obviously, motorcycles I like. I have a place up in Maine. I have about 100 acres up there, and I have every toy you can imagine, from every car old muscle cars. I have two of my Ferraris up there at the house in Maine. I have guns. I got a 50 cal up there. I mean, I have every gun you can think of. I have dirt bikes, four wheelers, name it. I mean, I've pretty much got it. I'm done. I think I'm done. I've bought just about everything that I've ever wanted to buy. I've done everything I've ever wanted to do. I'm pretty much done. I don't even know what else to do anymore.
Like you can't see that other private jet that you want to have because you already got one, or the other house or anything.
No, no, I've done it all. Okay. And you know what? The thing is with jets and private jets, you don't ever want to get too used to flying on a private jet. I've done it for many years, but it's not something you ever really want to get used to. It isn't cheap. It's very expensive, and I have no problem jumping on a commercial flight when I need to.
Yeah, but last weekend was your first one in 7 years, right?
Yeah.
But did it went okay?
It was awesome. Yeah. Cathay Pacific Airlines, beautiful. It was great. And actually, to tell you the truth, those long flights like that, I actually prefer commercial over. When you're going to New York or over to California or whatever, it's easy. You don't have to go to the airport. You don't got to walk through security and all that crap. Jump right on the plane, you fly over there. But when you're flying, and another one that kills me, man, and I prefer commercial, is Abu Dhabi. When you're coming back from Abu Dhabi, I literally start to freak out a little bit on that flight back. You start to lose your mind because going there, and then you land there. You're only there for a couple days, so you end up being in the air longer than you're on the ground, and it bugs you out a little bit coming home.
And plus, some of those airlines over there, that's all they care about is service.
Yeah,
and it's like flying a hotel.
Great service. If you're in first class, it's unbelievable, and it's actually better to fly commercial.
Yeah. So is that like is that like your whiteboard almost? Is that like every division and who the champion is?
Yep. So that's every division, who the top 10 fighters in the world are, and the champ. And every day when I come in my office, everybody's on my mind. So I'm always looking at the board and these guys are always on my mind 24/7.
And you must be a music fan, right? I mean, you got some really cool guitars over here.
Yeah, I'm a huge music fan. Actually, those two guitars over there are Flea's bass guitars from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and they're spun by Damien Hirst, the artist. Okay. Yeah, so that's what those are. And then this guitar right here is signed by all three of the Beastie Boys. I'm a big Beastie Boys and Peppers fan.
Are they as big of fans of the UFC and you and some of your fighters as you are of them?
Yeah. So Anthony Kiedis is a huge fan, and when they're out touring, we're texting all the time. I don't think the Beastie Boys are into the UFC, but no doubt about it that the Red Hot Chili Peppers are.
Yeah. Dan, I really appreciate the time here, and I know you got to go. But the growth of the UFC, how much of it was just timing? How much was the fight game, the boxing game tailing off, and an opportunity for you guys? Did that play a big part of it?
It was a lot of things. I mean, anything that you do in life, when you become successful, it has to do with timing, with a lot of different things. The timing of me coming back to Las Vegas, the timing of me and Lorenzo bumping into each other when we did, the timing of boxing on a downslide. Everything in life has to do with timing. Absolutely.
And then I know you're a huge fan, but is it more than that? I mean, when you walk into the offices, you see almost a life-size replica of Joe Louis. I mean, so fighting really is deep, deep, deep in your core, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm a big blackjack player here in town, and Caesar's Palace made that for me. I'm a huge fight fan. I like all types of fighting. I came from boxing, fell in love with mixed martial arts, but I'm into all different types of combat sports. So
it's a love-hate relationship with some of these casinos. Some are giving you great gifts, and some are telling you not to come back.
Yeah, well, when you win, they tell you not to come back. When you get your ass kicked, they send you statues.
So is that part of it? I mean, you're a competitive guy. Do you go in there wanting to take as much money from them? Yes. Not just here, I want to blow off some steam and play a little blackjack. You want to walk out of there with a Brinks truck?
Absolutely. You nailed it right on the head. Yes. I love to play blackjack, but I'm not just like a guy, hey, yeah, we're here to have fun. Let's have some drinks. I'm in there to kick their ass. 100%.
And it's happened recently, right?
It has happened a few times, yes.
Nice.